GTMC Club. He is a lead manager in one of the MNC company. He has a profound knowledge and deep understanding of one of the influential figures in history, Mahatma Gandhi. In the last speech, he eloquently spoke about Mahatma Gandhi's teachings and lessons. Today again, he will be again he will be again speak on the teachings and legacy of Mahatma Gandhi with us. But before I would like to call him on the stage, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Vaishali, on the stage.
Hello everyone. So today I will be evaluating Toastmaster leaders, and as TMOD Prince said, he is a product owner lead in an MNC and one of the fortunate few who get to work remotely, and he loves to spend time with his 2 years old daughter. And his pathway is a dynamic leadership pathway, and he would be delivering his level 1 speech. So all the very best to you.
So I would like to call Toastmaster leaders on the stage. Please give a huge round of applause. Toastmaster leaders, Mahatma Gandhi's ultimate corporate role. Toastmaster leaders, the Mahatma Gandhi ultimate corporate role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning. Today is Father's Day, and when we think of Mahatma Gandhi, what do you picture? Father of the nation, non-violence, and freedom fighter leader. But what if I told you that his principle will also make an ideal corporate employee? Sound interesting, isn't it? Anybody would like to give a try, like if you have any thought about it, whether Gandhiji's life will also fit in a corporate life today? Yes, please.
So, in corporate life, in our office life, what happens? Somebody is rude to you. How do you respond to that situation? Will you also become rude? Will you become angry? I think Gandhi's principles help us to deal with that situation. Thank you.
Anybody? Yeah.
In the time of freedom, Gandhiji was able to accomplish when the religious clashes were huge at that time. He was able to bring people together from all sorts of Now, if he becomes a leader in corporate, he would be able to run a company better than anyone else, I guess.
Yeah, I
think Gandhiji had got a lot of travel opportunities, so he was on secondment as a corporate employee.
Yes. Okay, yeah. You have a link, you also
We
write
have to
with
deal with most of the things we have to deal with all of the things non-violently.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yes, RK sir.
So if I remember in your last speech you talk about networking, documentation and one more thing you talk about that self-discipline.
Yes.
So you thought that these three things can make you a corporate employee, better corporate employee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think in Gandhi's case he was surely lucky that his non-violence pulled through the British times. Otherwise, the other fighters that we had who were asking for freedom, and Savarkar wanted to see the movie, somebody also wanted a little bit of violent effect on the British.
Yes.
But he just didn't agree and the non-violence paid off.
So it was all complimentary. I totally agree. It is just like who get to write the book. So when we let me. So this peculiar idea came to my mind when I was reading his autobiography, the story of his experiment with truth, and during his journey starting from a small town in Gujarat, going to London to study, then going to South Africa to do his job, and then coming back to India, I could find many examples, many anecdotes which will really fit well in today's corporate life. And I will talk about three things: networking, documentation, and self-display. So starting with networking, as we are all aware that networking is crucial, and as you move up the ladder, it becomes even more crucial for your corporate journey. So when just take one anecdote from Gandhiji's life. When he was in London, he took a vow to his mother that I will not touch non-vegetarian food. To like survive in London around 150 year ago, where there was no vegetarian and vegan fad going on, or like dietary choices were available, he joined a dietary society and vegetarian society where he got help with his dietary options. But at the same time, he made acquaintances with the very influential people. One of them was a future Nobel laureate, George Bernard Shaw. So it is exactly like we came here for GTMC. We are coming to learn and improve our communication, but we also connect with very well accomplished individuals in this room. So it was exactly like that. So when we networking, as I think we all will agree, and sir, you also shared an example. One of the key memory you have of your father is he was a great networker and he was very good at PR. If any of you want to share any tip how we can become better at networking in our corporate life, any of you? Yes, sir.
Attitude should be to give. It is not about taking. Whenever we are talking to a person or trying to network, it is just not like hi, hello. The person should feel okay, you are getting something, you are able to give something, and that idea or that thought lasts with you. So that the person is attracted to you next time he speaks with you.
Exactly. Anybody else wants to give it a try?
You got to be humble and not become oppressive on the other person who's listening to you.
Yes, ma'am.
I think acceptance, embracing the differences is the key in the conflict.
I think taking a genuine trust in the other person without expecting anything out of them.
So I'll summarize. We heard about listening, being humble, and being genuinely interested in others' person. And I would also like to add consistency is in your effort. You should not fake and then next time you change it. So, but I'll just say in today's life, when you're reaching out to anybody on LinkedIn, or if you want to write a cold email, we are fortunate that we have ChatGPT to read our email or suggest us something. Just use this opportunity, otherwise somebody else will use it and grab the opportunity which could be yours. Then moving to the next, documentation. In the corporate life, when we are going for the documentation, it shows professionalism. So Gandhiji was great at it, and I came across many examples. Wherever he go, he will write the right letters and write it in the proper manner to the proper authority. So one of the example, before he starting his famous Dandi March against the unjust salt tax, he wrote a detailed letter explaining his rationale to the Lord Irwin. That time he was the Viceroy of India. Because Gandhiji knew him, he didn't want to sound like, okay, I'm just escalating without looping you in the mail first. So then he could do that. And I think we should all do it in some place and all. Sometimes we do it looping or documenting when it is too late. Sometimes we do it properly and can rescue ourselves before it is too late. So documentation become very critical in today's life when you are walking across globe in a Zoom meeting over things. So you can't always connect with the people offline. But documentation is your best friend in the tricky situation. After documentation, the third thing which I really like, and I think we all will agree, Gandhiji is a virtue of self-discipline. So self-discipline, what it do? It helps you become a better version of yourself. The thing you want to set any goal, it helps you achieve that. So when Gandhiji was in England, it was very tough for him to follow his dietary choices. And so much so that he used to do it in for a very long period of time because of two reasons, because of his choice and because of his economical condition. And just imagine that you are trying to follow your diet in your office lunch and you just open your boring diet lunch and your friend next door is just offering you chola bhatura. And it happens with you for 3 years continuously, but you persist. It will help you gain your objective. And I'll just share a small example. It's not as great as Gandhiji or anything, but I wanted to reduce my weight and I've been trying and I always used to fluctuate. But the one thing which I wanted to do, I had to give up sugar, and but I was not able to because I am a tea addict in my life. But I could do that. With that, I could lose the required weight I wanted to, but at the same time, it helped me many things. I am much more disciplined. I don't procrastinate much. That small step helped me long way. So in conclusion, when Gandhiji was able to like apply these three principles in his life and become the Gandhiji, from a shy little boy who could not fight for his own client case after returning from London to become the father of nation who could deliver a speech in front of lakhs of people. Then now I think you all can imagine Gandhiji in your corporate life as your colleague, who he will be the one asking to keep calm and say, Lage raho Munna bhai. Thank you.